I'm back here again. It's amazing. It's like I've been here a lot. Another random video, not an actual review, but just some interesting stuff. Not the record player. Not equipment at all. In fact, not even these accessories for the record player. I'm gonna talk about records. Actual vinyl. This is just a little overview of my collection, just because I can. Because you're not a captive audience, but you choose to be here for some strange reason. Because I'm crazy, so I don't know why you people stick around, but you do. So every record here is a record I bought with my own money because I care about it for some reason. Every single one of these, which is not that many. This is a tiny record collection. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I have like a billion records, but this is just a small sampling of what I do listen to. Some of my favorite things, or things I specifically thought would be very good as a record. Because vinyl just sounds different than digital. Analog, especially vinyl, just has a specific sound. Every one of these was new. None of these are used or old, like new old stock or anything. These were all new pressings. Because vinyl has made quite a resurgence in the past couple of years, which has been great. I'm very appreciative of this. My mother, who is in no small part of the reason why I love music so much, has a record collection that destroys mine. And maybe someday I'll show it to you, because I'm technically taking care of it, but it's in storage right now. She has probably hundreds of records, like way more than I have. And they're all vintage records. Like my mother has like original run pressings of like every Beatles and Cream and Eagles album and Steely Dan, all that. And so my mother really got me to understand older music when I was young and got me to appreciate that. And so that's in no small part of my collection. These are all things I really care about and I wanted to get my own copy of. And vinyl's not cheap, so this collection grows constantly. It grows all the time, but laundry. It grows all the time, but not at a record-setting pace. Because a vinyl could be between $15 and $50 usually. Unless I'm buying used, I can go find plenty of places that'll give you 20 records for $1 or something. But a lot of those are not great, and they're probably not well taken care of. That's why I like getting new. Or records from someone took care of them. You're going to notice the theme here. I love Starset. This is their Vessels album, which, tell me that cover art isn't just the best cover art ever. I would buy this album a second time just to frame it and put it on my wall because it's so cool. It's just so cool. And you open it up and it just continues on like that. Oh, it's so pretty. This is literally my favorite album cover ever. It's amazing. You open it up. Oh, it's so pretty. And then all their art's so cool. It's so cool. And their records are even just super cool. I love Starset, guys. They're just my kind of people. More. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so good. Sorry guys, I'm geeking out. But if you appreciate this too. I got a friend who he bought a record, does not own a record player at all. Has no intention of owning a record player. He just bought an album because the cover art was pretty. And you know what? I'm okay with that. Because he also thought he's heard the record, he's heard the music on Spotify or something, thought it was garbage. Liked the album though. I can get behind that. We buy art all the time and cover art is art. Another one of Starset, Transmissions. This cover art's not as good. I mean, I love all their albums. That's pretty fun. But this cover art just is not just doesn't do it for me as much. But it's pretty good. It's pretty cool. Divisions here. This puts me in mind a lot of the Beatles, the White Album. So, you can't go wrong. The only thing that sucks is that this is silver writing on white, which means it's basically impossible to read the actual track list. It's kind of annoying. But, whatever. Woo, so much reflection. Oh my gosh, so much face reveal. That's a lot easier to read, but still not great. More contrast. Of course, I gotta have Thriller, because Thriller. Cause Thriller. Oh, look at that. Just Tell me you don't. Just tell me you don't want that. You want that. Purple Rain, which is so very Prince. I mean, this album is this is worse actually than Divisions was. This is just as face revealing, and it's literally cursive writing with terrible contrast on reflective material with flowers in the middle. It's impossible. It's literally impossible to read. But this just embodies Prince's personality, I think. Just this cover art. Greatest Hits of Queen, Volume 1. Not super sold in this cover art. Love the album. Love Queen. Queen is amazing. Maybe I'll do a whole video on Queen. But I don't know. The cover art's kind of basic. That's a little cooler. That has all these little bits in there. But this, just with them kind of floating off, eh. The second one, much better in my opinion. It just looked classy. This one it's simple. Like, this is a pretty similar idea inside, but it's very simple, very clean, very nice. Love this album too. I love all of Queen, just all of Queen. I bought these. These are all Pink Floyd. Everyone can hopefully tell that. Dark Side of the Moon, you know, Wish You Were Here, and The Wall, which I know are great albums, and I've heard them before, and I'm trying to be better about liking Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd to me is like Prince. Prince I had to grow into. I didn't like Prince when I was younger. I grew into him. I'm starting to grow into Pink Floyd. It's just taken me a while to grow up as a man, you know, as a person, to really just kind of get their music. When I was younger and listening to them, I didn't connect as much. I'm trying, guys. Please don't hate me, Pink Floyd fans. Eagles, the greatest of. I've purchased this several times. CD twice and vinyl once. I bought this actually before I had a record player, but I knew I'd have a record player someday, so I'm a little better than my other friend. The cover art is not my favorite thing, and it doesn't fold out, which is kind of annoying, but the album's amazing. It has all of my favorite Eagles songs, and from what I remember, this album, the Greatest of Eagles, which is, you know, a collection of all their greatest hits, is the best-selling album of all time. Even better than Thriller, which is cool. They're not the best-selling band. The Beatles are still the best-selling band, but the best-selling singular album was this. So that's really cool, and I believe it, because this is amazing, and everyone loves the Eagles. Sinatra, I grew into as well. I now love Sinatra. Sinatra music is just, it's a special experience. Pretty good cover art. Just, you know, him just standing there being, you know, cool as he always was. A picture of his recording sessions, which is always really, really awesome. His huge recording sessions. It's really interesting to look into that. Oh no, that sleeve is damaged. That upsets me. Oh well, not the end of the world. Rubber Soul, because that's my favorite Beatles album. Second favorite being Help. Someday I'll have all of them. My mother does have all of them. But I bought this one for myself because I love it. I love Girl. It's so good. I love Girl. What Goes On in My Life. Wait. So good. So many good ones. Also, people call this psychedelic. It's slightly warped. I don't know how it's psychedelic. It's just, nothing's melting. They're just slightly oblong angles. It's not that impressive. Bing Crosby, that's a little scary. Not gonna lie. It terrifies me a little bit. But this just is, like, this is like Christmas to me, so I had to have it. Like, this is just my childhood of what makes Christmas Christmas, is listening to Bing Crosby. So if I didn't listen to Bing Crosby, I don't believe it's December 25th, so I had to have it. This, my super special album, as in, it actually, if I actually took it out, it doesn't have grooves. It's just flat vinyl. This is used for calibration. This is so you can do anti-skate. on your turntable. I recommend everyone having one. You don't need one, but it's nice to have, and they're like 15, 20 bucks. So, kind of worth it. That's the state of my collection right now. Maybe I'll do CDs soon too. I'm thinking of upping both of them a little bit. There's a couple albums I really want to get, so there'll be updates of this periodically.